this Marilyn Murch, I'm going to show you how to make a pendant out of wire wrap stone. Right. Let's try this out. Okay, we're starting off with 4 20 gauge wires. They're about 10 inches long. Take a 24 gauge 2-inch wire and wrap it around the middle of these two. Wrap it around the middle of your wires. Okay, what you want to do is grab your pliers and tighten that up. Tighten it together. Press the ends down. It can't poke you. Press them together. Okay. A little bit more. Right now, next thing you want to do, hopefully you can see that okay. Next thing you want to do is grab the stone that you're going to use. I'll just grab any stone. It's a little black stone. So I'm going to put it above the 24 gauge wires. You want to wrap your wire around it, around the outside of your stone. Make sure it's wrapped around there, all the way around. So these wires should be wrapped right above the 24 gauge wire. Okay. It'll look like that. Okay. Now, next thing you want to do is you grab 2 of the wires, so 1 on each side, and put them downward. So it'll look like this. All right. Now take the 2 wires that are downward and just cross them into a loop. Okay. The top wires. You can do the same thing if you like. So you can make a loop. You don't have to make a loop, but if you want to, you can make a loop. So I have a loop on the front and a loop on the back. All right, so next thing I'm going to do is hold my loop and put the rest of these wires up with the others. Okay, now put your back wires upward. Put your stone in the middle of all the wires. Put all the wires together. Hold all the wires together. I'm just kind of making an X in the back, X in the front. All right. So this is only one way you can do it. There's several ways. Okay, what you want to do is take one of the wires that were from the back and just go around once on the top and do the same thing the opposite way on the with the other wire. Take all of the wires on the top, grab your round pliers and bend it about maybe a 1/4 inch up or so, maybe 1/2 inch. Bend it back so you have kind of a loop. Then press it towards the other wires. Take these 2 wires and wrap it around. Wrap it around in there. The bail. It's called a bail, this loop here. And we'll use that to put our chain in. Just press that down. So you have a bunch of wires in the back like this now. So I'm going to lift those wires up like this. And this time, you can wrap them around the front and make a design. It might look a little bit nicer if you do that. Or you could do all kinds of things. You could take them apart on each side. You can make little loops or whatever you want to do. I'm just going to wrap them around the front. Like this. Okay, got to do something with these wires because they're going to be sticking up in the back there. So I would just take one of the side wires and stick them underneath and fold them under where you can hook them onto the other wires because they have to be held by something. So just get your little pliers, grab these wires. And I'm going to put them under this wire. You can do one wire at a time if you're having trouble, so just try to get them all underneath that wire. Pull this wire over the top of those. Okay, and bend them back. Actually, it would be good if you could just twist them like that to hook them onto the side wire. I'm hoping this video will be okay because I know the lighting's not the world's best. I'm just going to wind it around this one side wire so they can be hooked in there really well. Smash them down a little bit, make it look better. Okay. Now, all I'm going to do now is just straighten up all my wires. I'm going to make sure these are all hooked up in the back here to that side wire. So here's the front, and here's the back. I'm going to clean up the cross and make it look a little bit better. I like my cross really low, so I'm going to make this bottom loop really low just by moving the wires and widening out these wires a bit. It holds the stone really well if you do that, but you don't have, you could do whatever, just as long as the stone will stay in there. And then also I'm going to do the front too. I'm going to make this loop smaller in the front. Sorry. Make it a lot smaller. So I'm going to just bring that loop down. And I'm going to widen these wires here. I'm just going to widen these out. And I'm going to do that with my pliers so I don't destroy my fingernails. So there's the back, there's the front. It's a pretty simple design. You could just play with it. You could twist these wires and make more of a design, a little bit better design if you want to. You could twist these wires, whatever ones you want, as long as you've got that stone in there and these wires will hold it in. That's one way you can do it. I hope you all enjoyed this video. It was really short. Sorry it's not like really fancy or anything, but this is the first time I've ever made a video. So I'm hoping that it will help a lot of people get started anyway in wire wrapping. All right, talk to you later. Signing off.